Are you recording?
I am, yes.
Say a sentence.
I shall. I have. I am.
I don't know why you have to make it so weird every week.
I don't know. It's just so awkward, isn't it? It's like when someone says, like, you know, say something and you're just like,
Okay, so we're recording in the blistering heat of this heat wave, making content for like, what, 5 people who watch this podcast at the moment?
Those 5 dedicated people that were.
Yes. Thank you to the 5. Thank you guys. You're amazing. I know one of them is Hey Bop. So shout out to Hey Bop, who listens to us in the gym every Monday morning. Which is really sweet.
You pump that iron, girl. Pump it.
Real
One of
good.
them's my mum as well, so, you know, we have that.
Hello, George's mum. Sorry about the lack of YouTube videos. That's my bad. I apologize.
Oh, dear.
Welcome to the Positive Anything podcast with your hosts, Aaron.
And George, we hope you enjoy your weekly serotonin boost, and don't forget to follow and subscribe. I've come prepared with the joke today. Sorry, you were just about to introduce that.
No, it's fine. Interrupt me. It's cool, you know? Like, I don't even need to be
Sorry.
here. That's fine. It's fine. What am I even here for, George?
You'll come on next week and everything will just be muted.
All right, go on then. You start with your joke, and then I'll...
Okay, I'm quite proud of this one. This one actually made me giggle a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know why. Okay, so why don't bears wear shoes?
Because they barely fit.
Oh, that's a good one though. No. What's the point? They would still have bare feet.
I didn't know if you were saying the punchline.
Oh, sorry, that was the punchline. Yeah, no, they've got bare feet anyway, haven't they? So
You segued it so like nonchalantly into the punchline that I didn't actually know if you were saying the punchline. all right, fair enough. They've still got bare feet. Bears are my greatest fear.
yeah.
I can't believe you came with a bear joke.
Really?
Yeah.
What, like an actual phobia?
Yeah, the only thing I'm scared of in the world, honestly, is
Hold on.
are bears.
Please tell me you've Googled what that's actually called.
I didn't even know there would be a name of it.
There will be. There's a phobia for everything. Here we go. Okay, I'm not going to be able to pronounce this.
Okay, one second, let me have a look.
Arachnophobia.
That didn't sound that hard.
Arcauda? I'm looking at it and think it looks like the word Gouda. Like Gouda, like the cheese. Arachnophobia? I think that's how you say it. Yeah, fear of bears.
I mean, like, I don't feel like it's a weird fear to have, to be fair, because bears are kind of fucked up, you know?
I mean, I don't think it's weird if you have physically been met face to face with a bear.
I haven't, because I live in the UK, thankfully, but, like...
That's what I mean. Where did that stem from?
So, I actually know where it stemmed from. Okay, so I got childhood trauma from something, and I remember it. I remember it vividly, and, like... Okay, so... This is going to sound really weird. I haven't told my joke yet, but this is how we're introducing the episode. We're going to talk about my phobia of bears. Okay, so... It came from Simpsons.
Stop it.
Dead ass. It came from Simpsons.
Aaron, stop.
Okay. I don't even know if it was a Treehouse of Horror episode or if it was just an episode, but you know how Simpsons frequently, like, parodies stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. They parodied Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
Oh, God.
Right? So I was watching this literally before my bedtime. I think I was like probably 5 or 6. I was watching this before my bedtime,
Okay.
and in the episode, Lisa and Bart get stuck in this like fantasy world, and they come across Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and they come across the porridge and the chairs and all that kind of stuff, and they go through it. But then when they get into the final part of it, Goldilocks is there, and the bears arrive, but obviously they've got to then try and escape. But Lisa and Bart like lock the door on Goldilocks, so she's trapped inside with the bears. And the camera angle, I remember this so vividly. The camera angle turns from Goldilocks trying to get out the door to this like low angle shot behind Goldilocks' head of the three bears towering over her. They all roar at her with teeth and claws bared. And then it cuts to a shot outside and you hear Goldilocks screaming and then going, ugh, and blood seeps under the door.
Oh my goodness.
Was scarred. And even talking about it now, like my heart rate is up. My pulse has quickened. It terrified me when I was a kid. I had nightmares about it.
It's because you're having some full anxiety and talking about The Simpsons.
The Simpsons screwed me over by giving me a fear of bears.
Oh, that's really... I mean, it's not funny. Childhood trauma isn't funny, but to have a phobia based on The Simpsons, that's quite up there.
You watch the scene. Find the scene. Like, Google the scene of, like, you know, Simpsons parodies, Go Luck on the Free Bears. It's horrifying. It's scarier than most horrors. Have you seen this as an adult? No, I don't want to. I don't want to. I remember it so vividly in my head. No. I remember this so vividly in my head that I don't even need to watch it. I can tell you the cuts. I can tell you what happens. I can tell you what's said. It is burnt into my brain.
Oh my goodness. Yes, I can imagine that would be quite traumatizing for a young Aaron.
It was horrible. Now I have a fear of bears.
I don't really have any fear. I have a phobia of spiders. Oh, I have a phobia of heights as well. I get vertigo quite badly, which is quite ironic being 6'3".
You're 6'4", by the way. I'm not accepting that you're 6'3".
I always wanted to be shorter. I feel like all the cute gays are short.
You can be cute and tall.
I'm sorry.
You can be cute and tall.
I mean, thanks, Aaron.
I didn't say you were. I just said you could be. Anyway, should I tell my joke?
Yes, tell me your joke.
Okay, so this one is like on brand for me. Okay, so here we go. Why don't eggs tell jokes? What are you laughing for?
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing just for the segue, just made me laugh. Why don't eggs tell jokes?
Why don't eggs tell jokes?
I kind of want to go on the yolk road, but I feel like that's a bit easy. Go on, I don't know.
They'd crack each other up.
Oh, damn, that was so obvious.
It was. I actually expected you to get that, to be honest.
Damn it! Oh. That's what happens when we film at 11.
I like how, like, me telling you a joke hasn't become whether or not you'll laugh. It's become you trying to guess it.
I don't know why I did that.
I just enjoy my jokes, George. God.
I'm sorry. It was a great joke. It was excellent.
Excellent. Nice. Bastard.
Oh, well, I have a random fact. Actually, I just wrote it down just while I was looking. Whenever I do this, whenever like the beginning, but I always write just a random thing down that happened or like is going on at the moment, just something to talk about. And ironically, apparently today in 1983, the world's lowest temperature was recorded in Antarctica at minus 89.
Wow.
Which is ironic as we are at the highest point and literally sat on the sun.
That is crazy. Minus 89. Jeez.
I know. When I read that, I was like, that's really, really cold.
Yeah. It is really, really cold, George, yeah.
Yeah. How cold does it get in England? Like, what's the coldest? I'm trying to work out what the coldest I've been in. Have I been in like a minus 10?
I feel like, yeah, between like -5 and -10 is probably the coldest.
And that's when my fingertips literally feel like they're going to drop off.
I prefer the cold over the heat, personally. So, sorry, go on.
Go on. No, it's fine. Go on. I'm curious now.
So, the lowest temperature ever recorded was actually in Scotland. Which was fuck me, I've lost it. Right, 1 second. Which is minus 27.
Shit.
Yeah, the lowest in England was minus 26. The lowest in Wales was minus 23, and the lowest in Northern Ireland was minus 18. Just on this note, though, on this Wikipedia article of United Kingdom weather records, it also has the highest temperatures. The highest temperature ever recorded in England was 2 days ago. That is fucking
so depressing.
bonkers. That is insane. That we literally watched history happen 2 days ago.
Wow, my goodness, yes. Really making history and just putting me through pain.
2 days.
I don't normally mind the heat. The heat's fine. But I don't want to be sat on the sun, not every day. I just don't.
Oh, dear.
Well, I can't remember who went first last time because it's been like an age since we've recorded. Was it me or you?
I think it was you.
Oh, okay then. I shall let you.
Because I think I rounded it out with the Euros women's story.
Which? Oh, actually, I'm not going to say it just in case you're kind of going to give an update.
No, I mean, you can do the update now.
Well, they're doing so well. They're doing crazy well.
They are, right? Undefeated at the moment, I'm pretty sure.
Aren't they in the semi-finals or something now?
Yeah, they're going into the semi-finals. They beat Spain yesterday 2-1. So yeah, they're doing insanely well. I think they're going to be playing against Germany, maybe.
I would also like to say I'm quite proud of myself for knowing a bit about football. Gonna put that out there. I did overhear my colleagues talking about it yesterday.
Women's football.
Yeah, the women's football.
Oh no! Sorry, they won't be playing against Germany. I think they're either going to be playing against Sweden or Belgium.
Oh.
And then Germany, who won on theirs, will be playing either France or Netherlands.
I mean, I'm sounding like I'm excited. I don't know how good these countries are. Like, I'm assuming they're good.
I mean, yeah, I think they're pretty decent. I mean, like England at the moment is undefeated in the tournament, which is crazy. Like, mad props to them, because that's really, really cool. Also, just on that note, this isn't a story I wanted to talk about, but it's something I read about. FIFA 23, because, you know, the game FIFA is madly popular. It's the football game that everybody seems to play and buy for some reason, despite the fact there's a carbon copy every year, but that's a separate issue. Are going to have their first ever female footballer on the cover of the game.
Oh.
Yeah. Chelsea striker Sam Kerr is going to be the first ever female footballer on the cover of FIFA 23, which is insane. So, my props.
So, did they have female footballers in the game before?
Probably in the game, yeah, but just not. They haven't been on the cover art before.
Oh, FIFA, that's embarrassing, love. It's 2022.
They've done it now. Leave them alone.
I'm sorry, but like, it's just a carbon copy. What, even down to the cover? Like,
another man on the cover. What were you expecting, eh?
Oh my god. No, that's great. Honestly, I'm another step in the right direction, even for FIFA.
What do you mean, even for FIFA? Like, as if like that. You know what? We're gonna move on.
For FIFA, sorry.
We're just gonna get into insulting FIFA, so let's just move on.
To be honest, I can't really judge. I've never played FIFA. I remember my cousin played it when we were like 6, and that's about as far as my FIFA knowledge goes.
You just kick a ball around. You press buttons and the things on the screen kick a ball around.
Good.
I used to. My most recent memory of FIFA was playing it when you could actually play as like a specific, like player in the game, like as a defender or a striker or a keeper.
Yeah.
You know, you basically just stayed in their character in like third person on them and just controlled them.
Oh.
Yeah, it was really weird. But I played as a keeper, and fuck me, is that boring. You stand there for half the match not doing anything. You just stand there and watch on the other side, especially if you're in a lower difficulty and your team just absolutely rinses the other. You just sit there and watch them on the other side of the field, and like every now and then the ball will come over and you don't even get to actually fucking make a save because the defense is too good. It was, anyway.
See, I feel like if you were a genuine footballer in real life playing that game, you'd be so mad because you'd be like, it's actually really fucking hard.
Maybe it is really.
Anyway, sorry, I'm digressing again.
Right.
Let's hear the story, Aaron.
Yes, so the first story that I have comes from a primary school. I'm gonna try and pronounce it. I'm so sorry if I get this wrong. It's Omagh Integrated Primary School. It's spelled Omagh. I think it's Omagh.
Okay.
I don't know. But basically, primary 2 pupils did something really special for one of their classmates, and I think it's amazing. So basically, there's a classmate in their class called Callum, who is deaf, and what the class as a whole decided to do was learn sign language so that they could support the classmate and actually communicate with him and make sure he felt included.
That is adorable.
And I think that's like, yep, I think that's amazing. They've apparently inspired local neighborhood police and emergency services to learn the skill. And Callum's mum said he just sees it as something for the whole class to do, and his friends and his peers and classmates just see him as Callum. And he has a hearing aid, but that's not the whole picture or his defined characteristics. There's a lot more to Callum in terms of sense of humor and all the other things about him. And I think this is basically, pushing it in the right direction of acknowledging that people with any disability, including just deaf people, are more than their disability. But I read this and I was like, that's so fucking cute.
Wait, so they hired a teacher to come in and teach the kids sign language?
Either that or Callum taught them. I'm not sure.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, right?
And that's a skill that those kids are going to take with them for years to come. That's an amazing skill.
Yes. And like the way that they did it, or on the video, the way that it showed them doing it, is basically they're performing a song and they're all singing along to it, but they're also all signing to it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's so freaking cute.
So you got all these like year 2 pupils just being super cute.
How, it just baffles me sometimes how kids are just so advanced in their thinking. Like, wasn't it the other week you were telling a story about a kid who was like a child talking about mental health and stuff? Like, that's just so advanced. Like,
yeah,
they're just so advanced in their thinking. That's amazing.
I feel like it's because, they've got no anxiety about the world that holds them back from doing things. They just do things. They see it very black and white, which is, this person can't communicate with us. We're going to learn to communicate with them. And it is that simple when you think about it, isn't it? But we make it as like, oh yeah, but I've got to put time into learning it. And like, what if I don't even come across somebody who needs me to communicate with it? And like, we always have an excuse as adults. Adults suck. Children,
we do.
Children suck it as well. I don't want children. They suck. But they're also better than us. I don't want an adult either. The adults suck as well. Everyone
they're more
sucks.
wholesome. Wow. This took a turn.
But yeah, and answer to your question, by the way, about the lessons, they brought a teacher in.
That's so freaking cute. That literally restores faith in humanity, doesn't it? Like,
yeah.
That's just so nice that they're going to teach all the kids sign language just so they can speak to this one child. That's so sweet.
Yeah, I think it's really cute. And it's so, like, inclusive. It's a small thing because, this kid has a hearing aid, so obviously probably could communicate in some capacity, but they wanted to make it easier.
I love that. And like I said, they're going to take that skill with them for, forever. Like, that's something that they're not going to forget. Yeah, and there's always jobs out there for people who speak sign language.
Yeah, 100%. Like, being an interpreter is like a really... It's a common job. It's everywhere. I've seen festivals. Like, I was at TwitchCon, and they did a drag show, and to the right of the stage, there were 2 people signing.
Oh my god. Really okay. Cool. Yeah, that's really cool. We had a drag show at TwitchCon.
It was amazing. Actually, it was actually streamed. You could probably go and watch it back. Side note, but it was amazing to be there. It was so cool. Like, it was just crazy. Some of the performances that were done, and yeah, I would recommend watching it. It was really, really good.
That does sound like a lot of fun, actually. That's really cool, though.
That was actually the first drag show ever at TwitchCon as well.
Really?
Yeah, first one they've ever done.
That's surprising because there's a lot of drag queens on Twitch, like a lot.
Thanks to the pandemic, yeah, but I don't think before the pandemic there were.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Resilient beings.
Or they're like cockroaches and they just don't die. They just go to different platforms.
Oh my god!
They go elsewhere. The art will never die.
No! Oh my god.
I meant that as a positive, but it came out as like a real negative.
We're just comparing them to cockroaches.
I meant the art of drag will never die no matter what. And instead it came out that I was calling Drag Race queens cockroaches. So that was good. That was really well done from me. And this is where I get cancelled. Bye everyone. It was lovely to know you, and I hope you enjoyed the limited run of content that I was able to put out.
Yeah, please don't get cancelled by the drag queens. I love them, and they would win. That's scary.
I gotta say though, like if I got cancelled by someone like Bianca Del Rio, I'd be alright with it. I'd be like, that's a good way to get cancelled, I think, you know?
This is the definite legacy that lives on there.
Oh. So anyway,
well,
yeah.
I can't really sort of segue from anything, not even drag queens.
Shocking.
I mean, I could try and sort of segue and say they've got schools in Macedonia, and this story is about a Macedonian tourist.
Okay. We'll go with it. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So you've seen the movie Castaway, right? I feel like we had this conversation of the week.
Yeah, we did.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Great film. So I was reading up online, and there's a guy called Ivan, Ivan. He's a Macedonian tourist, right? And something awful happened to him. He was swept away by a big current in the ocean. He was out swimming and was swept away and was basically stranded in the middle of the ocean for 2 hours. And he was a really strong swimmer, thank God. So after a couple of hours, he started to feel tired, and he's kind of thinking, I'm gonna die. When out of nowhere, this is where it takes a turn. Out of nowhere, floats this volleyball. And he clung to this volleyball for 18 hours before he was rescued by a helicopter that was out searching for him. Ivan's absolutely fine. But yeah, everyone's now read this story and is comparing him to like the real life Castaway. Because he basically clung to a volleyball.
This is the first time that you've told a story that I've actually read myself.
I
read this story and I was like, I was reading it and I was like, what in the fuck is this? Like, what in the movie script is this now? Like, this is fabricated. I know it is.
I read this and thought it was fake. And there's literally like pictures of him like hugging this like rainbow volleyball.
It's crazy. Like, I honestly don't know how he did it. Because, like, surely you're heavier than a volleyball.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess he was... I don't know. It was partially deflated as well. Like, it wasn't like a fully inflated volleyball. It was, yeah, partially deflated. And
Did you say fully flated?
what's the word?
Did you say flated?
Fully flated? No. What's the word? What is the word?
Inflated.
Fully blown up? Fully inflated.
Volley blown up? Oh, hey Dad, can you volley blow up this ball for me?
I fully had a brain fart then. I could not for the life of me remember what the word.
You sound like a fucking parrot of Polly Want a Cracker, but it was volley blow up? Oh my Christ, man. Yeah, inflate.
That's what happens at 11 o'clock at night when my brain has been melted by the sun. Oh dear, that's really funny, yes. Fully flated. It wasn't even fully flated, Aaron.
Sausage.
So yeah, he was just bobbing around for 18 hours. Like, that's so long, isn't it? 18 hours. And he was found 15 miles away from the shore.
It's just, you must think that like someone, like you, I think in that moment I'd believe in a God. And I think he had a plan for me. Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, all right, I've got to do something in my life that's important, because like a fucking volleyball just floats out in the middle of the ocean to me and it keeps me alive.
Yeah, in the whole ocean.
Yeah.
And you find that volleyball. Isn't that so weird? But yeah, I really hope you did call it Wilson.
There's higher power involved there.
Oh, 100%.
I feel like if you called it Wilson, it's just too cliche though.
You'd have to though.
It's cliche though.
But what else? What else would you call it?
Bob.
Flated.
Inflated the wall. Bob the Flation. Oh dear me.
Oh gosh. But yeah, no, I read that and it just made me laugh because I just thought I thought it was fake to begin with. I thought, oh, it's gonna be another fake story that I say, but no, it was yeah, fully out there, fully real.
Honestly, insane. It's insane, but like, I'm very happy they survived. That's really awesome. Could have gone in
there is a sad bit to the story, but I didn't want to tell that bit.
No, we will leave it out. We leave it out. Yes. We're not here for sad stories, Georgia. Then.
Yeah, that was the positive bit.
Yeah. I can kind of segue.
Oh.
Speaking of saving lives.
I thought you were going to say Tom Hanks.
No. I mean, Tom Hanks is just a positive energy anyway. We could talk about him for the whole podcast and we'd have like, many positive stories. Okay, so I don't know how recently this happened, but we're going to start in a bit of like a, not negative, but a bit of a sad energy, but it gets better. All right, so setting the scene, there was a house fire in London. Okay, and caught up in the house fire was a little cat. And he was a little pet. And he was rescued by the firefighters. But yeah, the cat's absolutely fine. And in the past, when firefighters have saved animals of any kind, like cats, but also like dogs and, fucking rabbits and guinea pigs and whatever else you have as a pet, normally they've had to improvise to try and revive them when they've inhaled smoke. Because obviously you can't just do CPR on a snake, for example. Where's the compression going? It doesn't work. So, so there's actually been a new innovation which is going to help save more pets, and that is a little special oxygen mask that's designed for pets.
Oh my god!
And this cat, which I was mentioned, has become the first pet to like use these specially adapted oxygen masks.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
Basically, these things have been developed by a charity organization called Smoky Paws, which is such a cute name.
God.
And they donated the equipment to the London Fire Brigade. And basically, it's made up of, a pet oxygen therapy mask, like a normal, like the things you see used for like cats with asthma. And then like, it's got a few sizes, so there's like 3 different sizes, so that you can obviously have different pets benefit from it. And yeah, there's a picture of this cat, with the oxygen mask on his face, receiving this oxygen. It's so cute.
Does it have a tiny oxygen tank?
Yes.
In like so
a little
cute.
bag. It's in like a little red bag.
Oh my god. Oh, that's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really so glad that they've done that. I didn't even think anything. Like, is that something you don't think about? Is it like what happens to pets and fires and things like that? You just don't think about that kind of thing and how a firefighter would resuscitate an animal. But
yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so glad they have. That is so cute.
Yeah. So these like masks are basically designed to fit around the muzzles of the animals. Because obviously ours, like if you think of an oxygen mask, it's designed to kind of fit the shape of our mouth and nose. But obviously that's not going to work on an animal. Whereas these ones are a lot more circular, and they have like, I think from what I can see on the picture, they have like a rubber band or like a rubber flap which you push on to the cat, and it like basically locks. It kind of like sits really comfortably around their muzzle and just locks all the air in.
Oh my god. That is so cute.
It
is cute, but it's also tragic that
What's tragic?
Or just, fires, pets and things. Like, it's just, it's cute, but it's just sad, isn't it, that they have to do it.
Would you prefer that they didn't?
No, not at all. Not at all. Let's go back to it being cute.
Yeah, like, where are you going with it? Where are you taking it?
I just don't like seeing anything hurt. Like, it just doesn't. Yeah,
this is unhurting them. This is good.
Unhurting, and I got mocked.
Yes, you did. Okay, You got mocked because you're a sausage. By the way, if anybody wants to check out Smoky Paws, you can go to smokypaws.co.uk, not sponsored. And you can support them, you can follow them, you can check out them, their missions and all that kind of stuff. And probably even donate. They're amazing. And honestly, mad props to them for doing this.
Yeah, please donate. They're going to be able to support like chinchillas and stuff. That's so cute.
Also, by the way, this isn't actually the first time they've done it. That was just the first cat. But way back in like March 2020, they rescued a dog from a burning flat in Scotland.
Oh, my soul.
There's a picture of the dog like lay on his side, looking kind of disheveled. And these firefighters are just like got this mask on him. And it's so cute.
What happens if you had like a really weird pet, like stick insects?
I don't know, George. I don't know what would happen to a stick insect.
Like a bearded dragon.
that they can do, because they can do snakes. They can save snakes, so we have to save a bearded dragon.
Oh my god. Can you imagine how tiny the mask would have to be to save a hamster?
Yeah, tiny. But they have them. They have like 3 sizes.
Tiny. Yeah. Oh my god. Or like a fish.
What do fish live in, George?
Water, but still, they might need it.
So do you think they need oxygen masks? Do you?
Okay, now I've just got visions of like firefighters walking out like a burning fire with like a goldfish ball.
Oh dear me! Talking to you is a journey. Sometimes, George.
Oh, dear. They're so freaking cute, though. Oh, good for them.
Yeah.
I like hearing stories when people invent things that I didn't know needed to be there.
Yeah, right? Like, you don't really think about... Because like, when we always hear about fires, we're always like, oh my god, did the people make it out okay? But like, most people have pets now, so you don't really think about the pets.
No, I know. And I've never had to be in a burning building, so I never really thought about it till now. But, yeah.
Good. I'm glad. Yeah, I mean, that's a win. Yeah.
Oh, dear. Yeah.
Can you segue?
Oh, sorry, I kind of zoned out then. Well, hang on. Oh, I can!
Do it, George.
Speaking of pets, I can do one thing. We're talking about pets on my story.
Good job. All right, go on then.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this one's random.
Okay.
But it's funny and good news, but it's very funny. So the worst thing happened to a family that any dog owner could even imagine in West Sussex. They'd opened the door to let the dog go and do its business, marched back on in, got their porridge oats, got the kids out for breakfast, went out to let the dog back in, gate wide open, no dog. And they were freaking out, as you would, because their dog has just decided to run off.
Jesus.
And they were proper freaking out for like 5 hours. And they got a phone call. Your dog's been found. Happy days. They returned the dog. And the dog is wearing a ribbon.
Okay.
So, apparently, during this 5-hour escapade that this 5-year-old beagle had, it bumped into, or a man, I think his name was John, had found this beagle, picked the beagle up because it was like, oh, stray, or, someone's lost a dog, I'll take it with me. And this man just so happened to be on the way to taking his 2 own dogs to a dog show.
What in the Pixar Disney film are you talking about?
I know. So basically, this guy had picked up this dog, gone off to the dog show, because obviously his dogs, had to go to the dog show. And he thought, well, I'll find out whose dog it is after I've done it. While he was there was a section for, country's best rescue dog. He entered the beagle into the competition because he'd rescued this dog, and it came third. So when he took the dog back to the owners, they were like, what the fuck? So yeah, this man had just got this dog a ribbon and this really, I don't even know, it wasn't Crufts, it was like one of the other ones, these dog shows. Yeah, it came third in the country's best rescue dog, which I kind of thought was cheating a bit because it's not technically a rescue dog.
I mean, by definition, it is. He rescued him.
Yeah, this is it. He just sort of commandeered a dog on his way to the dog show and entered it in.
Oh, another chance to win. Let's go.
Yeah. So yeah, but no, he gave the ribbon to the owners and was like, yeah, here's your dog, and I also got your ribbon. So this dog, there's a picture online of this beagle with like this really bright yellow ribbon around its collar, and it's just had like the best day. Just, yeah, escaped, won a ribbon, came home again. So...
it sounds like a DreamWorks
confused.
film or something. Sounds like Secret Life of Pets or something. Like,
I just thought, like, what are the chances of that? Like, a guy finding him's on the way to the dog show and then he just decides, oh, well, I'm not going to turn it in yet. I'll just enter it into a competition. And it won.
And it won.
Insane. So, yeah. That was my story. I read that. I just thought it was ridiculous. Just... You can't even imagine. Like, one minute you're freaking out, the next minute your dog's returned with a ribbon.
I mean, I kind of have to say, I think I would be a bit pissed if I was the owner and I was sat there, stewing for 5 hours to find out that the person who had found my dog decided it was more important to take the dog to a dog show than actually return him to me. I feel like I would be a bit miffed about that.
Well, he didn't know who the dog belonged to when he was on the way to a dog show, so instead of leaving the dog in the car or like, I don't know, just roaming around the streets, he just picked it up and took it with him and realised that there was a category and just thought, yeah, fuck it, why not?
I mean, I personally just wouldn't have gone to the dog show. But fair enough.
The man had his priorities.
The man had his
priorities. He's been waiting all year for this dog show. So, yeah, and now the family was sort of, because they were asked if they were going to enter it into any other in any other competitions, and they were just like, well, we didn't think we were.
A new skill has been unlocked.
Yeah. But, anyway, it turns out that the beagle was actually a rescue dog from, I'm going to say Romania. I think it was like, it was actually a rescue dog in the end. So, yeah, well, justified pride.
Oh, dear me. I
feel like I always come with the wholesome stories that end up being just ridiculous.
You say this like every week, like it's a new thing that we've discovered. Like, yeah, we know what kind of stories are going to bring, George, That was why it was so weird when I came with a story about dolphin poo and you actually came with like a fully normal, wholesome story about India's plastic waste.
And that wasn't even planned. Like, that wasn't even planned. That just happened.
We're just in sync.
Intuition.
Yeah, just in sync. Yeah, the vibes are just on.
Oh my goodness.
I think that brings us to the end then.
Yeah, I think so. Oh my god, hold on. We've been recording for like 40 minutes.
Yeah, we just kind of got through the stories quite quickly, I guess.
I feel like we're getting shorter every week.
Well, I actually have a bone to pick with you, Mr. George. Yeah.
Why? What have I done? Oh, God, go on.
And this is on behalf of the audience as well. Where's the Instagram?
Oh, God. It's coming.
Right,
coming.
Here we are, George. Here he is. Saying he's going to make an Instagram, and then he doesn't. You know why? Because he doesn't care about us, guys. He actually doesn't even care about us and positive anything.
I do. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Wow, the comment. I'm being cancelled by my own podcast.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, okay. So, I'll make sure it's up for next week.
Do we believe that, guys?
No, I will have time.
Wait, when you say next week, do you mean like next week from when the podcast goes out or next week for the podcast going out?
I guess it would have to be next week for the podcast so I don't get told off again on the podcast.
You're damn straight as well. You're damn straight.
Okay, yeah. Where am I now? What day is it? Thursday? Okay, maybe next Thursday, but yeah. Okay.
And on that note...
Yeah, no, I'll have it up.
All right, George. Do you want to plug our stuff then?
Yeah, go follow us on the Instagram. hit the follow, do the ratings, do the YouTubes.
Do the Twitter. That's
Aaron
definitely
did say
still
he's
active.
Aaron's actually going to put us on Apple as well.
Yeah. You know what? We've both been dropping
Yeah.
the ball, basically. I haven't put us on Apple or
Just remember
YouTube.
that.
George hasn't done Instagram and Twitter. Like, we're just dropping the ball, guys. Sheesh.
Oh, but no, to be fair, it has been, again, we've been sat on the sun and Aaron's been just jet setting the world. Meeting fans, signing autographs, just absolutely jet setting.
Shut up. I was in Amsterdam last weekend, though. That's a true thing. And then I'm going to the Peaks this weekend. And then the next weekend, I'm going to the Lake District. And then I'm also going to somewhere else to camp. It's going to be a crazy time.
It's okay, guys. I will do the podcast.
You're going to come back in 1 week. It's just going to be George on his own.
It's me talking to myself.
All right, yeah, like us on everything, follow us on everything, and thank you for listening or / watching, and we hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, make sure you hydrate. It's very warm, so drink lots of water. We love you all.
Bye.
I'll do a George bye. Bye. There you go.